queries. Then first I'm going to consider here as the vector. Vector can be of numerical vector, logical vector, like we consider it for male and female. So when we converted it that like true, false, we can consider it. And for the male and female we can consider logical, which means true and false. Character string vectors, like for example, if I have the list of your name, then that will be the character string vector. Then simple factor variable, ordered factor which is arranged in an order, and we have the list also. So this is the type of the vector. When we will use it practically, we will get the better understanding. This is the vector. I'll say this is the main component of the R programming, and this is the new data structure added in the R programming, which is going to be very useful for us. So here, like we can say, we have this vector of the integer type. Here I have the double type. Here I have the character type. We will not call it a string here. We call it character only, like dog, cat, dormouse, and then chinchilla. Then W is equal to, again we have the different type of data types are here. A is equal to 4, B is equal to 5.5, C is equal to 8.8. So it is what, like length of X will be what? As you can see, how many variables are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in this, like in this X, you have the 6 variables. So what length of this will be 6 over here. Mode Y, what is the mode of this? We will not call it double. By default, it takes numeric variable. So the mode of Y is another function is there, mode. So these all are of numeric type. The mode of Z is equal to character type. Okay, in numeric consider both. Numeric consider in integer also, in the double also. So it can take decimal value and it can take the complete value. And mode of Z is equal to character. As I already told you, we will not call it a string here or the character array here. We will call it directly character. Names W. What are the names in W? The names in W are A, B, C. Okay, so these are the names in W. Okay, now there is the another function we are going to discuss here, which we have already used. What will be mode for W? The mode for W will be like you execute this function on your own. So how it will respond? So first you need to explore some things on your own also. Yes, it is going to be numeric. See, you got the answer on your own. Okay, so there is another thing we are going to understand here is the like how to perform the functions on the vectorized data. The operation acts as the vector as a unit. So each and every unit or function will be performed, saving you the double of treating each entry individually. So each of the every entry will be treated individually, which we have already understood as per the previous slides. So x is equal to x plus 1. Xs is equal to square root of x. So in that case, the value of x, if you get, so you will get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. As you can see, the square of each and every value. The square of like we can say 1, the square of 2, the square root of this, and the other than that, like we are calculating the square root of each and every variable, so it will take the answer as this. So here we have we will start x is equal to 1, the next value will be 2, 4, 6, x plus 1, and then we will get the square root of each and every variable. So every entity will be treated differently in case of the vector, like we used to do it in the array. Then other than that, element recycling. Recycling, as we know, like reusing the memory again. Okay, am I not audible again? Can you hear me now? Okay, great. So recycling is what we basically, what is the basic purpose we are using the vector in our programming. So we are using basically the our programming vector because it basically assigns the memory dynamically. Okay, so for storing saving the memory, like we will not have the fixed value, so whatever data we are working on, only that much memory will get occupied. So this related to the concept of the element recycling. So when performing vector operations in R, it is important to know about the recycling. R has a very useful and but unusual perhaps unexpected behavior when two vector operands in vectorized operation are equal length. For example, one I am assigning as the, like we can say, double variable, and one I am assigning as the integer variable. So it will effectively extend shorter vector using element recycling. So here I have the vector that is 1, 2, 3. For particular this y vector I have 10, 20, 30, 40, 60. Now I am performing the addition of on these two vectors. So what will happen here? So it will give you 11 first, it will give you 22 first, second, and it will give you 33. So there is no problem in that. But what happens for 40, 50, 60? So in that case, it will again repeat it. So like we can say, it will give you the 41 here again, it will give you the 52, and it will give you the 63 over here. So this is what we can say, it gets recycled. So from the 0, it will start again. So similarly, if I want to perform the calculation like y minus x, so y minus x, you will get the 9 first, then you will get the 18, then you will get the 27. Then again 40 minus 1. So 40 minus 1 will be 39. Then next one is the 50 minus 2, 48. So it will get recycled, as you can see very well in this calculation. Okay, so you can see this calculation over here. Now I have another vector like a is equal to 1 to 10 and b is equal to 1 to 5. So in that case, what will happen? Like if you perform a plus b, so first you will get the 2, 1 plus 1, then 3, then 4, then 5. So similarly, you will get the vector repeated again. So it will be like, if we will consider it here, a is equal to like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this will be the value of A. Now what will be the value of B? The value of B will be, because these two vectors should be equal. So actually the value will be the B for that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But it will get recycled again. So it will get again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So value of B will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But the value of A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So accordingly, A plus B will get performed. So if you do some types of this calculation on your own, you will get it easily. I hope the element recycling concept is clear. Now the next one is the, like we can say, we have already done this calculation here like 5, 10, 15. This is the same calculation. You will get it on your own. I am skipping this slide. Okay, now function for creating vectors. Like a shortcut for creating vector is by 1 this symbol like 1 to 8, so automatically the vector will get created from 1 to 8. A constant vector such as 1 1 1 can be created with the rep function, like replicated function, whose basic syntax is repeated value length. So 3, the value of this will be 3. How many times 3 will get repeated? 5 times. So as you can see, 5 times 3 is here. 1 2 3 4 5. Okay. Similarly, 1 2 3 and then repeated 3 times. So it will be 1 2 3 1 2 3 and 1 2 3. So there you will get 1 2 3 3 times. Similarly, 1 2 3 each 3. Okay. So each time it is 3, like 1 1 1 2 2 2 and 3 3 3. So these are the shortcut functions which you can use. Repeat 3 4 times. Okay. Then 2 5 times. So in that case, 3 3, like we can say it here, like 3, how many times you want 3? You want 3 2 times and you want 4 5 times. So this is what, like 2 vectors we have considered in the same function. What will happen if V1 has the value 4 and V2 has the 6 values. So in that case, it will take only starting 2 values. What is? Now the next one, some more functions we are going to discuss here is the sequence function, which is 2 from 2 by 1. So vector of evenly spaced values, like default increment is 1. So we can pass the value here, like sequence 1 to 10 is equal to 1. So you will get a default increment 1. So you will get 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Similarly, sequence from to length dot out, vector of evenly spaced value with the specified length. Like you can change the value over here. Then C U comma V, combine a set of number or vectors into the single vector, like you are combining 2 vectors over here. Then repeat, like we have already discussed, like hist V, which will basically plot the histogram for the V value. Like whenever we are doing some pictorial representation, then we are going to use this function. Then mean V, variable V, and standard deviation V. So this will help you to calculate the variance, standard deviation, and mean of the vector V. Then other than that, like covariance also, these all are the statistical function which you are aware with that. Like sometimes we need to use these function for our variables. So we don't need to bother much more about it, because there are the inbuilt functions, mathematical functions are here. You just need to pass your vector in these functions. Then vector indexing, like vector indexing is what? To extract a specific entry or the part of the vector. So that is called the vector indexing. So indexing, like we do it in array. Okay, so similarly we can do it like by default, like if we are assigning it, so this is going to be like 1 2 3 4 5 6. So if you want Z3, so you will get the value 5 over here. So as we do it in array, like this is a similar term if you have worked in programming languages like C and all that. So we use the array. So Z3 extract the third element. Then Y is equal to ZC2 3 4 5. So if or Y is equal to 2 to 5 also you can get. So you will get it here like 3 5 7 9. You will get second value 2 to 5, 3 5 7 and 9 you will get as the output. So this has extracted the values from second element to fifth element of the vector. So sometimes we need to work on the specific portion of the vector. So this is how we can extract the value of that vector. Now logical operation like A is, this I have already explained, like A is equal to 1, B is equal to 3, C is equal to A is greater than B. So A is less than B. So you will get the value true. D is equal to A is greater than B. You will get the value false. Like you will print C and D over here. You can access the last element like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So sixth element you can extract from here. Now the next one is the, see whenever you download the data set, so you are usually aware with the size of your data set. So how many predictions you are making, like there is some other functions can be used when we perform some of the partitions. So we will learn it gradually. So like in that case, some of the prediction we can take and we can access the last value of that data set. When we compare two vectors or matrices, comparison are to be done like the element like x is equal to 1 to 5, b is equal to x is less than equal to 3, and you need to output b. So 1 to 5 values if I am considering here, so 1 to 5 in that case x is less than equal to 3. So you will get 3 true. Like for 1 you will get true, it is less than 3. For 2 you will get true because it is again less than 3, and 3 is equal to 3. So you will get 3. Then for the value 4 and 5 you will get the false value over here. So this is how we can compare the two vectors and the matrices. Now the next one is the creating the matrices, like how we create the matrix. So in that case we have to mention like how many rows and the columns are there. For example, like we can say we have the matrix value over here like C is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in that case the number of rows will be 2 and number of columns will be 3, and you need to print X over here. So in that case like we can say it will take the values accordingly 1, 2, 3, 4. First it will fill all the rows, then the columns, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is the way your matrix will get created. So you had the vector. Sometimes we need these type of conversions over there, especially when we do the cat dog projects, or we can say like a picture analysis. So sometimes we need to work on the vector and sometimes we need to work on the like matrices. So if you are working on the convolution neural network, in that case we will convert the matrix into the vector again. So this is what, like this is the way matrix and vector work collaboratively. Now you can change this by using the optional parameter by arrow, like matrix is equal to 1 to 9, then n row 3 and n column 3 and by row 2. So in that case, like we can say if you are doing it by row, so first you will complete the row. By default it takes it by column, but now we are doing it by row. So it will take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it is different from the previous slide. Now the next one is the R will recycle through the entries in the data vector. It need to be to fill a matrix of the specified size. For example, matrix 1, n row 50 and n column 50. So we have the, like we can say 50:50 matrix, which the every entry will be 1. Another useful function for creating the matrix is the diag Vn. So this is what like create n is to n matrix with the data vector v on its diagonal. So for example, like first consider the example dialog 1 by 1 and 5. Create the 5 into 5 identity matrix which has ones on the diagonal and 0 everywhere else. So during at the diagonal you will get 1 and at every other place you will get the 0. Similarly, one more function is there, like for example, if I consider here like A is equal to matrix 0, 3, 4, the data entry A will create 3:4 matrix and it will then call up spreadsheet like interface in which values can be edited directly. So you can basically modify the value of the weight with the same primitive interface. So like whatever values you have in the Excel sheet, that will get replaced with the every entry in A. And whenever there is no value, like NA is also a data type like which is not applicable. So sometimes in our data set some of the values are missing. So by default it will consider the 0 value over there. Any doubt till now? Finding are easy. This is actually very easy in comparison to other programming languages. If you have already worked in C, C++, then it is going to be very easy for you. Because mostly inbuilt packages and inbuilt functions are available there. We just need to identify those functions and work on it. Other than that, some other functions like you can transpose the matrix also, like which you must be aware. You can find out the dimension of the matrix. Data entry A we have already discussed. Diagonal matrix you can create. C bind whenever we want to combine the compatible objects by attaching them along the column. R bind combine the compatible objects by attaching them along the row. Then as matrix convert an object into the matrix. Outer W outer product of vector and W the matrix whose I, and Ij, the element is I into Wij. So whenever you are performing some, like we can say, we can found the outbound with the help of this. So in more complex projects, you are going to use the C bind and the R bind also. I hope you have no problem in extending the class. Okay, so now the next one is the C bind and the R bind function. If there is sizes match, vectors can be combined to form a matrix. So this is the way we are basically combining the vector and the matrices together. Okay, then fine. What we can do, I am ending the session here now. It's already 4:25. So I have already taken lots of time of yours. So like from this 35 slides, we can continue in the next class. So I'll basically include all unit 1, unit 2 and unit 3 in the next class. Otherwise, I'll plan another session for you. By that time, you can install the RStudio on your system and you can work some of the data sets. Your next class is already planned. You will get the details in your login. Mostly, I have planned your session in MWF, Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 3 to 4. It's MWF 3 to 4. It's easy to remember. Any other doubt? Okay. Any external link to beat R? Just a moment. What's your doubt? We have to download what R? Yeah, R Studio you can download. Just Google download R Studio. Then you will get lots of option over there. Like if you have Mac operating system, then you can download it for Mac. If you have Windows, then you can download it Windows. So as per your requirement, like you can download it for 32-bit and the 64-bit. Yes, you can attend previous sessions at any point of time. It is already saved in your login. Yeah, there are lots of courses there in the on different websites. Like Howard also introduced some of the introduction to R programming, Howard University courses. So that is also available free of cost. So you can go through that also. Yes, any other doubts? Okay, then fine. I am ending the session over here. See, R Studio is actually the interface, and this R is the programming language. So if you download the R, you will only get the like R programming over there. But R Studio is the complete package. So you will get the everything over there in the R Studio. So I prefer to work in the R Studio. So better you also download the R Studio. You can contact me on this ID. Okay, so this is my official mail ID. Whenever you have some query, you can send it to me. Otherwise, I am going to plan the online chat session also for you. So our time will not get wasted in the class, and I'll attend most of the query in the online chat session. No, actually, I won't be able to join your WhatsApp group chat because I have lots of batches and you are in the distance learning mode, so I cannot respond to each and everyone on the WhatsApp group. So I'll be having unlimited groups in that case. You students, all the students can join it, and you can basically send me any queries collaboratively. Also, you can send me on my mail ID. Practically, it is not possible to get involved in each and every chat group. Yes, Saloni, whatever is the latest available, you can download 1.3. Just Google it like latest RStudio version and just download it. I don't know which one I am having. Just let me check. I need to download the actually software for showing you my RStudio version. I'm just telling you. Yes, you can download it 1.3. Mine is taking time. Yes, any other doubt? Okay, then fine. I am ending the session here. Thank you so much for attending the session. See you in the next class. By that time, stay home, stay safe, and take a good care of yourself. Bye-bye.